Hi, I'm Annika from 2x4 Coaching. I have a question for you. What do you think is better for long-term athlete development? Being a part of a social environment and a large training group, or receiving individualized coaching and having more of like a one-on-one style training program? Tricky to answer, right? You feel like you need a combination of both of these things, both having a supportive community to encourage you to keep on training or following your training program, but also having the more detailed information about the why behind your training program. The trouble with what's out there now for endurance coaching is that you get either one or the other. Often in large training groups, you don't really get a full understanding or a full explanation of the why behind your training program, or the ability to communicate one-on-one with a coach to make sure that your training program works for you. On the other side, individualized coaching is often costly and not very affordable for most people. And you often miss that social aspect and sense of community. There's also a bit of a gap in endurance coaching with a holistic approach to healthy lifestyles, which often also includes strength training for the endurance athlete. Often, if you're in an endurance coaching environment, you'll have to seek outside advice or going to a personal trainer outside of your endurance coaching environment. And often those strength programs can be a little bit misleading and might cause you to have sore legs or working too hard in the gym or doing exercises that aren't really complementary or enhancing your endurance workouts. This January, 2x4 Coaching is really excited to launch a program that is trying to fill a lot of these gaps. We're calling it a virtual training squad. And in this group, we host monthly meetings to explain training principles in a way that makes sense for you and how to integrate some of those training principles or more in-depth understanding of why you're doing the workouts and integrating that information into your own daily training. You can be a part of this training squad and still have a social training environment and just be a little bit more well-informed about what the goals are of certain types of workouts. We're also placing a big emphasis on receiving coach feedback and creating a sense of community, even though it's a virtual environment. We'll be having an online platform where athletes can post images or videos of them doing their strength training workouts, or even links to their Strava files, or just doing technique work, things like that. And if you post them on our virtual platform, the coaches will be able to look at your files and give you some feedback on that virtual platform, helping create a sense of community. We're also placing an even bigger emphasis on strength training so that you don't have to go to a personal trainer in a private gym to receive appropriate strength training advice. We'll be providing virtual strength training workouts in a follow-along style format where you can just press play, follow along, and use what equipment you have at home, outdoors, or even at a gym. We'll be providing options for both heavy lifting, more of like a base strength style program, including more compound lifts, as well as a core and upper body focus for those who are putting an emphasis on cross-country skiing and building upper body strength. And then we'll also have a program that allows you to just do bodyweight training, even if you don't have any exercise equipment at home, just more functional movements. And again, if you're not sure if you're doing these exercises properly, you can always video yourself and post that video clip on our virtual platform to receive coach feedback. If this program sounds like something that's interesting for you, you can head over to 2x4coaching.com and we have it listed under our group training options. You can register already for our first month in January, and we hope to see as many of you guys out there as possible.